Hello, it's your friend DoubleByte back with some Dominions 4. So what I've decided to do is I was trying to edit a bunch of videos. It took a couple turns, I've done like 3, but I was finding it frustrating to comment on because there's no narrative if I'm playing 4 people in a row, and it's a ton of editing work to just slice out each of the turns. So I decided to do something a little weird. What I did is I split my file into 4, and in each file I'm going to be playing one nation against the other 3 as computers. So I'm still getting to try out a bunch of different races, and hopefully I didn't handicap the computers too badly by giving them crappy setups, but this way I get to have a little more narrative with each video, a little more cohesiveness. So I have done a couple turns since the intro videos, so I'm a little more set up. I'm not going to replay those turns or anything, just a little skip forward in time. And with that, let's go with our first of these, which is Abysia. So yeah, I managed to find the Lanka Scout and kill them, which I was a little surprised by, but also this is the turn, I believe this is the turn before I set everyone as a computer. I think I do that in this video, but I don't remember because I clearly don't prepare for these videos enough. So yeah, just setting up my giant walls of meat to go attack things. I managed to find a neutral province, an independent province that has archers, which is really nice because Abysia has no archers. And I noticed I was running into a problem where especially my salamanders were getting, you'll see that in this video, but my salamanders get pummeled by enemy archers and they rout really easily, especially because they tend to have low morale to begin with. So yeah, so I'm just going to use that place and get as many archers as humanly possible because that's really nice. Right now I'm trying to pump out a lot of mages because I thought that they were the only people that could manage my salamanders, and I really like the salamanders. It turns out, I find this out later in the video, that there's one of the other commanders is specifically a beastmaster, so like a warrior class that specializes in leading beasts, aka salamanders. So I try out a lot of these mages, but I end up sending most of them to just do research, which is fine, you know. It's not a huge setback, not a bad thing at all. So right now I'm just kind of cruising along, doing some setup, trying to figure out what the hell I was doing last game because it's been a while since I've played. Yeah. It's really kind of surreal looking at these videos in hindsight. Like, on the one hand, this is a really crappy way of doing these. And I promise I'll try to get like a live thing going at some point once I can figure out the overheating issue and the issues I was having. I'm not sure if I said this before, but I did record a League video on the big living room TV without too much sound, you know, like sound interference, but it actually was really, like the video wasn't centered right. There's a couple other issues, so want to wait, hold off on trying that again and figure out what was going on. Let's see. Yeah. I might do some cutting and skip around in these videos a little bit. Basically, if I notice I'm taking a huge pause without saying anything, I'll probably just, you know, do a snip, but we'll see if I can avoid doing that. Plus, this is my my blog, so I should talk about my life. So I've had an amazing past few days. Yeah, so this is when I'm setting it to be computer controlled. Anyway, I've had an amazing past couple days. Spent a lot of time with Tali, which was really good. 2 great days. Watched the new Steven Universe, which was amazing. It was so many feels, and they made fun of New Jersey, which is where I'm originally from, and I am always super okay with making fun of New Jersey. Dirty Jers. I love New Jersey, but it deserves it all. So let's see. We had a lot of good food. Talia actually cooked, which they haven't done in a while, so that was really nice. She had the idea of like breading bagels. So it was like bagel on the inside and crouton on the outside, and it was covered in Italian seasoning. It was brilliant. We had that with tomato bisque. Anyway. Oh yeah, so Lanka, now it's computer controlled, actually, has some guts. I'm never aggressive enough in this game. I always like stay on the defense, build my giant wall of dudes. Maybe it's just because I'm a Civ player originally. So I end up playing, chase the monkey around the map for a while, which is, totally fun, not irritating at all. Anyway, let's see. So this morning I had a phone interview, and it was funny because I set a bunch of alarms, and then I kind of woke up, felt really alert, did the interview like 5 minutes later, conked right back out. It was only about 15 minutes, but I think it went really well. The guy seemed really nice, a little nervous, but like on his end, I don't think he's like, conducted that many interviews. The people at this company are all former researchers. But really helpful, really helpful. I have formally put in my resignation to my current job. Last day is going to be May 31st. I know that's a little crazy to do that before I have another job, but my current job is just being such a drain on my life. And just not doing well for me. So I just really need to get out of there. I have a little bit saved up, not going to be the end of the world. Yeah, so I actually lead the offensive for once. Not a huge army, but neither is theirs. Let's see how this goes. Notice that my Scorpion King is just slow as dirt. Like, he just takes so long to actually get to the battlefield. I don't want him to catch archers, I don't want him to be the very front line. But like, my salamanders get wrecked before he even gets there, It's really satisfying seeing all the little dudes on fire, not gonna lie. Yeah, this game is such a weird combination of like really well done and just no graphics and like just other weird stuff. So yeah, I got my research base going. Again, I'm starting to try to push back Lanka a bit. Yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted on how my interview process goes. So we ended the interview saying, I'm going to talk to HR. And I feel like he wouldn't say that if he wasn't like planning to move forward, Like he was saying, I'll get back to you. And that's something ambiguous, but saying, I'll get in touch with HR seems like that's a going forward kind of response. Maybe that's just me reading too much into it, I don't know. But like I said, I'm being an optimist here. Oh, excuse me. I haven't done any Perler in a couple days. I should like do some of that this weekend. Not visiting. I often visit Talia on weekends, but she's working 2 days in a row, like all that, like 2 double shifts. So I'd be spending most of my time just kind of at her place on my computer anyway. And there's a bunch of stuff I want to do. I really want to go into work on Monday. Actually get some stuff done since I've been feeling mentally a lot better. I want to set up my new journal, doing a bullet journal, try to help organize my brain a little better. Oh, God damn it, stop killing my salamanders, they're expensive. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with the salamanders, not gonna lie. Like, they're really good when they get there. Maybe it's just because I've been against so many archers, and that seems to be like a pretty hard counter. Let's see what else has been new with me. Yeah, some sample bullet journal is going to be like a to-do list / recording my life. And I also downloaded my first ever mood tracker app. So I've always found mood tracker apps kind of crappy and require a lot of energy, which, I don't have. Why did my mage charge in? Like, I know I told him to stay in the back, because that's what I do with all my mages, because I'm not dumb, but apparently he just felt like charging in. Great. what was I saying? Anyway, the download mood tracker app. It's really nice. I think it's called like Dalio or something. It has one of those like cute twee names that every app has these days. But the idea behind it is there's like 5 moods, and you name them yourself. So I have rad, good, meh, blah, FML, and you can also set activities. So you just tap the mood, tap what activities you did, you can add new activities, and you can add a note, and then it saves it. It can tell you a reminder, hey, do this every day. So I have it set for 8 p.m. But the cool thing is, as a calendar and stats, so you can track, how you've been doing the past month. What activities you did when you were feeling good, when you were feeling blah. I also have it set to a little bit more fine-grained moods, so I added anxiety, added depression, added irritable. No, I'm getting a little bit of a headache. That's not good. So I'm really excited about that. If I remember, I'll post a link to the app in the description of this video, because I've been finding it really helpful. And maybe you guys will too. Let's see, what else? What else is new with me? Had really good Mexican food nachos from my favorite place for dinner tonight, because all I had for lunch was like juice, so I figured I needed something substantial for dinner. I've been rereading my favorite fantasy series. It's the Stormlight Archives? Chronicles? Was it Archives or Chronicles? Anyway, whatever. By Brandon Sanderson. If you haven't read Sanderson before, he is just a fantastic fantasy writer. Has great magic systems, is really competent, really interesting, great characters, great plot, and he's very formal. Like, he's ridiculously prolific too. He writes like a book a year. Anyway, so this series is fantasy setting. The magic system is like it's like wind-based magic, and there's like swords that can cut through stuff but not through people. And a lot of his magic systems are very formal. Like, he has a bunch of laws of writing that you can see on Wikipedia where it's Sanderson's first law of magic is that the more well-defined your magic system is, the more problems you can solve with it. So if magic is really loosey-goosey, you shouldn't use it to solve problems, because that doesn't feel satisfying. If magic has strict rules, you can use it to solve more problems, because then you're using creative uses of that strict system. And in some ways, this is like loosest series. Like, it doesn't... His other series, my friend described it as a video game. They're linear, here's the hero. I'm just going to describe this. My guys are fucking charging forward, lighting some fire. It's pretty straightforward. Anyway, but yeah, so it doesn't feel as... It's linear, obviously, it's a book, but it doesn't feel like the characters are like going through set pieces as much as some of his other books. They're really long, and it's kind of frustrating because it's only the first 2 books out. Man, I'm just stomping. These frickin' Lonkins are just retreat out of nowhere, and you just can't kill them, especially because I'm so slow. It's really frustrating, because then you have to kill them, you have to fight them again over and over again, and since they're archers, it just whittles you down attrition-wise. Anyway, so these books are very thick. There's only 2 of them out so far. And because he's usually really fast about series, like, again, he releases at least 1, usually 2 books a year. But these are really long, and he was commissioned to finish up the Wheel of Time series after Robert Jordan died, which is so cool because he's like a huge Wheel of Time fanboy, and then he got to like finish the series his favorite author started. I can't imagine, like, that's sad, but it's also really cool. And apparently, his last couple of books are like amazing, like the best in the series. They fix all the many problems with Wheel of Time. Okay, so here's the Beast Trainer. Finally clicked this guy and realized he is really good at training magical beings and has the Beastmaster skill, and I should have been using him from the start. Whatever. Where was I? So yeah, the 3rd book is supposed to come out 2017, so I'm really excited for that, but I finally picked up the 2nd book in paperback, since I like paperback more than hardcover. Really excited about that. Whoa, that was a busy day. What time do I got? Oh man, this is a long ass video. I don't know if I can keep this up. I have a lot of things to say. Hope you guys are finding this Let's Play interesting. I know I'm not very good at this game. I'm not going into descriptions of things. I'm saying what I'm doing. I'm just kind of babbling incoherently, but if you're watching my channel, I babble incoherently. And these guys are really straight... God damn it, salamanders. Fucking assholes. Anyway. Idiots. Anyway, but yeah, honestly, Abysia hasn't been this tactically interesting right now. I have dudes that are constantly on fire that run towards the enemy and try to give them hugs. That's what I do. Let's hug the enemy to death. Maybe my other ones will be a little bit more interesting and get a little bit more into tactics. Also try to pay a little better attention to how long these videos last. Like, this game feels quick, but everything's just like very steady pace, and you just lose track of time. Like, I would have guessed that this video was 10 minutes tops. I'm like, oh, these turns went by really fast, but it's just the nature of the game, you know? I'm trying to drink more water. More than my headache is because I'm a little dehydrated. Could be it. Oh. Yeah, kicking ass. It's always sad when they get my archers though, because I can only make 3 archers a turn. But, so it goes. I didn't even know if independents, like, could attack me like that. Because they generally don't. Whatever. Oh, so what else I've been up to? I have been playing more Rogue Legacy, which I'll probably, talk about in my next Rogue Legacy video, but I decided not to, like, just record every video. So it's a bit of setup, it's a bit of extra effort, and sometimes I just want to play, like, a couple rounds and just go for it, so instead I upload a lot of that. I don't want to, like, be too boring, so I figured, you know, do a couple, level up a bit, and then I start trying to do a boss or a new area, then I'll, like, record a bit. Yeah, some pretty good runs. Got a couple more, you know, runes. Finally upgraded Spell Thief. I got Lich, but I haven't pulled Lich in the random one, so maybe if I do that, I'll make sure to record that because it's a, you know, a new class. I really want to attack them more, but I'm doing the stupid, like, catch-up thing since I didn't properly defend my bases. No matter how big a map is in this game, it gets small real fast. Oh. Yeah, so I did kill his prophet, which is nice. I think you need to, like, 3 turns before doing a new prophet. Yeah, there is definitely a waiting period. Yeah, just dunk. Oh yeah, he just did another one of my stupid undefended provinces. God, I suck at this game. Okay, so after this I learned, always remember, put some province defense in. So you can see the defense 0 plus minus value on kind of the right side of the left menu of the left display. If you saw earlier, I had a bunch of horsemen in a square. That's province defense. It's just default little guys that aren't anything special, but will help defend a space even if you don't have people there. They'll also reduce unrest. So unrest happens when, as you see there's a lot of unrest because I've been trying to harvest blood slaves, because I'm a dick. And I want blood for the blood god, even though this isn't the blood god, this is the rock. The rock is not the blood god. Yeah, I think I just decided to get a regular warlord, or maybe some more mages. One of the Beastmaster, I can't freaking remember. Hopefully that'll make my salamanders a little bit, you know, less useless. So I've got a nice little bunch of dudes set up there. It really is disappointing they can only have like 10 dudes. Like, let's see if this works. I don't think I get to see the result of this in this video, but I don't think I've seen if it works yet, but I really hope it does, because the idea of having like little dragon dudes is really cool. I want that to work, you know? Yeah, I think I'm doing a pincer attack here, getting all clever. My scout is doing the scouty thing. I really want to take that temple, and I really hope it's not Temple of Winter. Like, I hope it's not one that's just going to directly fuck me over. Yeah, so nothing super special there. I'm just on this video. I'm so impatient with my own videos. Oh, it just reset. Well, they're very stupid. I'm real good at this, guys. I'm just A+ YouTuber, 10 out of 10 would YouTube again. This way I could get to not repeat so I don't embarrass myself again. Anyway, also, those bird dudes just like died instantly. Not gonna do with the bird dudes again. I'm just gonna stick with the normal infantry because they just seem super good and try to get as many independent archers as I can. And mages to shoot fire and just fire for days. Okay. Well, that's all for this video. I'll try to get the other ones for the other nations up sooner rather than later. I think this will work better, where you can get a little bit more consistency with each nation, see what's going on. I think that'll just be more satisfying to record and satisfying to commentary over. Anyway, yeah, that's all for this time. Until next time, DoubleByte out.